Just go right into it.
Good evening, everybody. Doink, it's Friday and we're here.
Oh, we weren't even live?
No.
Son of a bitch.
Hey.
I wasted all my good PowerPoints.
I know. That's what happens to you Ohioans. Listen, so you guys, we were just talking about the assassination of the commander, or whatever the hell he was, general, or whatever the fuck he was.
General.
So here's my thing. So it's like we go over, we bomb the shit out of fucking Japan, right? And welcome back, Mr. Tolley. We go over, we bomb the shit out of Japan, right?
We're live, Mr. Tolley.
And we expect them to be.
I don't know if I'm going to be here.
All right, buddy. We expect them to be like us, right? And we throw down our values down their throats, this, that, and the other. Let me explain something to you. I have no problem with going and bombing a country. Don't understand what I'm saying is. Here's my thing. It'd be like the fucking Canadians bombing us, right? Or Mexico bombing us.
I'm very grateful that we're only bordered by those two.
But I'm just saying, and then them trying to stuff down my throat their fucking ideologies and their fucking go fuck your fist. I'm 52 years old. If I wanted to be like you, I would have moved to you. So go fuck your fist. So now
trying to make us put maple syrup on fucking everything we eat.
Right. But my point is that, but we do that to every country we go to fucking blow up. You have to be like us. No, you don't. And that's the only thing that pisses me off about this country when we go to war with somebody, right? Is that, you have to conform to us. And I'm like, no, that's not how it works. That's just me. That's just how that's just what I think about it.
You try to push that democracy and shit on these other countries is because if they don't, then you're just going to end up with another dictator that you're going to have to fucking kill and blow up and go to war with 10 years later.
Well,
and we've over and over again. So we're not learning lessons from history at all.
Well, we don't like the dictators that we put into power.
Right. So, we put a dictator into power, and then 10 years later,
wonder why he's still a dictator.
But to think that people are just going to conform and say, okay, we're going to do it your way. No.
Well, I mean, it goes all the way back to the 70s. We supported Iraq and gave Iraq all those weapons and everything to fight Iran, helped put Saddam Hussein in power, and then in 1990 we had to fight, Saddam Hussein.
Right. Yeah, but that was indirectly. They didn't know in the 70s that Saddam Hussein was going to be a fucking dickhead that he was.
Right, but it was still our move.
I mean, it's kind of like saying how we sold all that shit to Iran back with what's his name there? My buddy there. I wish we would have ran for president.
Oh Jesus, I know who you're talking about. Ollie North, yeah.
Right, same thing. Did it happen? Yes. That was all indirect bullshit. It wasn't like But all I'm saying is that I just don't understand it.
I just don't understand. Here's what I don't understand, Mike, is that these people can get on news channels in the morning while people are waking up and getting their coffee and stuff and actually defend Iranian terrorists.
Right.
Yeah, that's retarded.
Against our own president.
Right.
We're going to defend a terrorist. Let me say it again, a terrorist over our own president.
That's because they don't like our president.
Donald Trump. Just because it's Donald Trump. If that was Barack Obama that did that shit,
he'd be praised.
They'd have a statue up, and he's the greatest fucking president ever, and he needs a Nobel Peace Prize and all that bullshit.
Yeah. He'd have a butt hanging out of his fucking statue and everything. All right. Hey, everybody, what's going on? We're here. We're talking about it. You guys want to get into it? Let us know. Just put your comments down in the thing, and one of us will see it. We'll do a little quick rundown here because it is something though if you think about it. Because I'm watching one of those news things on the on YouTube, right? And I'm shaking my head. I'm like, let me get this straight. Exactly what Ohio said. I'm like, so let me get this straight. You right now are sticking up for a terrorist. Those same people that thought it was terrible that terrorists flew fucking airplanes into buildings on 9/11.
Right.
But yet now we're going to stick up for a terrorist.
Now you're okay with it.
How does that even work? But anyway.
Because you don't like our president.
Exactly. Anyways, P2E was not first. Ha! I was. No, technically P2E was first. What's going on?
To your own damn show.
Stalker Steve is obviously in here with us, and also Shalisa Shell, obviously. Stevie B, good to see you, my friend. Good to have you here as always. Mr. G Trap is in the house, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah, my woodsman. How are you, my friend? You feeling up? Are you feeling up to coming on? Good to see you, Johnny. The Swamp Donkey. Hey, Swamp Donkey, I saw your video. What's going on, Swamp Donkey? Hello, Guns Girl. And Celador 33, welcome. Nice to have you.
I'll be right back. I'm gonna go fix me a drink.
They did praise Celador 33 says they did praise Obama when they eliminated bin Laden. It's the same thing. They just hate President Trump. You're right.
Yeah.
You're absolutely right. They did when they got him. And
took to the streets and was changing.
I watched a documentary where he called Bush and said, "Hey, when Obama called Bush and he said, hey, we got him." Of course. Here's the other thing that bothers me about that, right? They praised Obama for that, right? But do you think it just happened when Obama just took? You know what I'm saying? Bush was looking for him for. You know what I mean? It was a collaborative effort.
It wasn't either one of them. It was the CIA and their work that actually found him.
Yeah, we don't like the CIA, right? We can't talk about the CIA.
But we know the story now. We know the young lady that made her fucking life's work to find this dude, and she found him.
Conservative living a Democrat lifestyle. How are you, my friend? Good to see you. Conservative says Bernie is promising me more EBTs. More EBTs is more steak and shrimp. We paid a terrorist 10.5. Swamp Donkey says we paid a terrorist $10.5 million. But the veterans are asking for more than the government.
Well, my son did an experiment, like a social experiment for school. He wore a Bernie Sanders hat and T-shirt to see what kind of reactions he gets. And he got spit on and assaulted and hit and yelled at, called all kinds of names. That's before he even left the house.
Hey, conservative.
Let's talk real quick about something else that's in the news that is killing the mainstream media that they had to even report it. That a concealed carrier shot a fucking mass shooter right in the fucking face, stopped a mass shooting in 6 seconds. That's awesome. And it's killing them that they got to report it.
Yep.
What? Let's say that again now in English.
Yeah.
A good guy with a gun killed a bad guy.
Yeah, in the church.
Right.
Huh.
But it's killing the media that they even have to report this because it totally destroys their narrative that they've had for the last 15 years.
Exactly the way like the gentleman a couple of years back, might be more than a couple, so don't shoot me for the time frame. But if you go on YouTube and in the search bar put Arizona man saves state trooper and then just tag felon in it. So the guy's a felon, owns a gun. You know what I just said? Owns a gun.
Right.
Legally.
Yeah.
Legally owns a gun. He's a felon. Imagine that. Imagine a person can change his or her life around, right? Anywho, I digress on that. This cop with this state trooper was getting his absolute snot beat out of him. And this guy shot him, killed him. You know what the cop did?
Praised him or arrested him?
Shook his hand, praised him up and down, and that's what should have happened.
Yeah, saved his life.
Saved his life. Did you see that on CNN? Did you see that on what's her name's TV show?
AP NASCARs.
Rachel Maddow. Rachel Madcow.
You know, God forbid you actually. But that's their thing, though, right? That's the thing. They can't do that because then they're gonna people. You know, their people think that they're talking out of both sides of their face. If you say, "Oh, somebody saved somebody with a gun," not took a life with a gun. You know,
Right, but watching the interviews though, they were interviewing and like anytime they would, and like Governor Abbott and all that stuff, they would just praise this guy and say, you know, we changed the law to allow concealed carries in churches, and then Biden and them go out there and say that's asinine, that's insane, that's the dumbest thing you could possibly do. You're just inviting this stuff, you know, blah 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 blah. And then they change the law. Guy comes in, pulls a gun, gets shot in the face.
What? 4 or 5 good people stood up and had firearms on them.
I think like 5 or 6. Yeah.
It was awesome.
Hey, I saw that little argument you had on your Facebook post too, by the way. But I don't want to get into it because I don't need any trolls.
Who are you talking to?
You.
What argument?
The guy that told you that it was illegal to bring a fucking gun out of church.
Oh,
that wasn't an argument. He just didn't know the facts.
No, that's my cousin. He didn't know.
I was like, no. But
yeah, there's no argument.
If he said it this way, right? If he had stated that, I can't say it this way. Was it a Catholic church that's happening?
No.
See, because true, you know, staunch Catholics, they don't believe in weapons in church.
Hi, how's your day?
Well, that's because they don't like to have they like to have victims instead of.
Yeah, no, but
yeah, you kind of beating around the bush there, buddy.
I'm a redneck cockerham. How are you, my friend?
Hey, Tommy.
How you doing? It's good to see you, Tommy.
And conservative wrote a little while ago, well, why didn't God take care of the guy in God's house?
Yeah,
I tell you what, that guy made a 40 or 50-foot shot dead center and laid the guy out. If God didn't have a hand in that, then
I don't think so. I think that's training and Jesus. Hello?
Oh, I didn't turn my camera back on. Why didn't you tell me? I was dancing.
Really? Figured you
All
were.
right. Don't worry, we're not live.
Yeah, she doesn't know that, so relax. But
What don't I know?
nothing. I'm just making fun of you.
What don't I know?
Cute coat, though.
Good, you're getting better. That's awesome, Tommy. That's great to friggin' hear. Why can't I? I'm trying to look. Do I have to go on the YouTube side of it and do it, Stevie?
What? To kill your chat?
No, to look up a channel.
Just go, yeah.
Somebody help me out here.
There she is. Sandy's Passions. How are you?
No way.
Yep. We were just talking about you the other night.
They did praise.
Ouch. I got a boo-boo on my finger. Big old blister.
Yeah, we've talked about Sandy the other night. Weren't you there? Oh, you went there. What did I lose, Ohio?
He fell out. I think he got a call. Definitely good things, Sandy. Everybody was wondering why we hadn't seen you in a while. Like she went on tour and then disappeared.
Right. Hey, that's all right. It's all good. It's all good.
Right.
Ohio, wait, what's he doing down there? Why are you down there?
I get a phone call and it knocks me out.
Told you.
Jesus.
Shut it down.
Sandy, the ever beautiful Sandy's Passions. Sandy's Passions is with us tonight, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back, sweetheart. Great to see you. I hope you've been well. Who'd I miss? The one and only.
Shut her down.
Yeah, you did.
The one and only Quagmire historian, Gear Grind 19. What's up, Gear?
Aficionado.
Hey, Gear, without looking it up. All right, without looking it up. Promise me you won't look it up. Right, Mike, I promise across the thing. We're gonna. Nobody's ever gonna get this. Ohio might get it, but nobody else is ever gonna get it.
Without looking what up?
I wanted to ask Gear. I was gonna give Gear a question. What do you call it? Trivia question about the chat.
Oh, he's an honest man.
He still hasn't written it down. I promise yet, though. So
He ain't gonna.
that lag ain't that long. All right. See, he's laughing. He's laughing.
Yeah, when's the last time Mikey fell asleep on a chat?
That's not very nice. I'll eject you. Listen, I didn't say inject you. Can't do that. Well, I could, but you know what I'm saying. It's, being married and all.
Please don't put that thought in my head.
Oh, God, I'm younger than him. I'm fucking 10 years younger than Stevie.
So much for sleeping tonight.
Who was the panel of the very first Quagmire chat? Who was on the panel for the very first Quagmire chat?
Cockerham.
No.
I don't know, man.
Mike
You
did
were.
I can guess.
There was 4 of us. I was one, and Ohio was another.
You. I'll go Jack of all trades.
Oh.
And
No.
Fat Man. No, wasn't the Fat
Fat
Man.
boy, fat
No.
fat man.
Now, I'm not talking about the after chats we used to have after Johnny's. I'm talking about the first Quagmire.
RTT.
No.
Was it Superfly Fat Guy?
No. It was not the M.I. Woodsman either. Little Dixie Diggers.
I can find it.
What's up, Little Dixie?
Who the hell was on the first one? Me?
Well, yeah, you can look it up. That's cheating. I don't want people to look it up and then cheat and then give me an answer. That's not. I know the answer.
You got to give us a little bit of a clue or something, man.
One had a manufacturer of a gun company in his name, in his screen name.
What you call it? 1911. No, that
Nope.
ain't the manufacturer.
Manufacturer. Gee.
He's a Sudna. You should be getting this right off the fucking bat. And so shouldn't fucking Gear.
Yeah, it's 'cause-
Was Stump Greenwood one of them?
No.
it's 'cause he cut his hair too short.
The Quagmire 4 years ago.
Stop. Don't. Please don't give the answer. Please don't do that.
I won't. I'm
Cellar
gonna-
Door wants to know if it was Patriot.
No, it was not Patriot.
Oh, cool. I should have known that. Darn it.
Man.
All right, I'll give you
I
one.
remember that other guy.
I'll give you one. Big Glock Daddy.
Oh, Big Glock Daddy.
If you couldn't get Big Glock Daddy, you're never gonna get the other one.
No.
One guy's in the chat. We all should have known that. Of course, I could be wrong. I could be on the wrong one.
You
Looks
could be
like
on
the
the
right
wrong
one.
Is there 4 of us on there?
Yes.
And one guy's really big, right?
Yes.
And one guy's really old, right?
Yes.
Tell him the old man's name.
Driver of all?
No.
I can never remember this one guy's name. I like his videos. I don't know how to figure out his
No, little Dixie wasn't the fat man.
resist.
No, it's not Resist the Tyranny. You're not looking at the right one.
You know, for the longest time, I thought his name was Resist the Tranny.
Resist the Tranny.
I'm like, what's up with this guy?
Hey,
It's got one of the guys. Gotta be
4 years ago,
His
same
initials are BB. Ohio, I can't believe you can't get this.
thing. Dude, I've been on fucking YouTube for years. I'm trying to remember these people.
Biker Bob.
Biker Bob. Holy shit. I think he actually moved to like Arizona now from Canada. I haven't seen or heard
Bobby Brown.
from him ever.
Was one of them John Nehemiah Woodsman?
No, I just told you. Biker Bob.
Biker Bob and
Biker
Big
Bob
Glock Daddy.
and Big Glock Daddy were the first 2 panel members on the Quagmire. And it wasn't 4 years ago. It was more like 5.
Yeah, because this is 2015 in January.
Yeah, it should be the one before that one. Because here's how I know. Because I was going through a lot of my old shit, and I actually hit play, and we said, "Welcome to the first Quagmire." So I'm a redneck Cockerham was on the side chat. There was a bunch of people on the side chat. The first chat, not the first titled Quagmire. No, the first titled Quagmire. I said that, Gear. I said not the first after chat. The first Quagmire chat. NH Trapper, what are you doing? Enjoying that snow up there? Snow like a bass up. They got like 14 inches of snow last week.
Wow. We don't.
I didn't cheat, Tommy. Tommy, I already knew it was Big Glock Daddy. I just cannot believe that friggin' Ohio didn't know it. But anyway, I
I
digress.
can't remember what I had for breakfast this morning.
That Kinko Galoba.
So I want to know, I want opinions. What's the backlash going to be for smoking a fucking Iranian general?
Another embassy.
We just lost Ohio. He just froze up.
That's kind of what I'm kind of thinking too, though. 'Cause
Another
it's
embassy?
like that.
Ohio said another embassy. Possibly. Possibly.
I say cyber something bad.
My thing is that who actually wins? Can somebody tell me that? Anybody?
Who actually went?
Wins. W-I-N-S.
Oh,
Wins.
nobody. It's a never-ending story.
Right.
What? I think my cat said something to me.
It's a shame, really, because now they'll retaliate. We're going to retaliate. It's just
Gear.
what do you say?
Guns Girl wrote that she was busy trying to get rid of somebody that kept asking her what she's wearing, and she says no, it wasn't prepping. Then Gear pipes up, so what are you wearing?
She doesn't wear anything when she's at home. Hell, I know the answer to that question. What's wrong with you people?
Remember in the back in the good old days where you could turn on somebody's camera? How handy would that be?
Right.
So that's why she doesn't join the chat very often. It's not clothing optional.
Yeah, you have to wear clothes in my chat. I'm sorry, you guys. That's just a kind of a rule we have here.
Not our rule.
Mike's rule. Mike's rule. Until Mike is single, that's the rule.
Geez, honey, all of a sudden your chats are getting 14,000 views.
That's all I need.
Uh-oh, Prepping's got the key.
Hey, Prepping, go pound sand.
He must be the daddy if he's got the key.
But so I am kind of, I don't know. I'd like to know what's actually going to happen.
Yeah, they're usually pretty petty. I mean, it's tragic, but petty. And they do go for civilian targets quite often.
And yeah, that's the other thing, It's, so Prepper, why don't you just move? Hey, Prepper, why don't you just up and move to frickin' Michigan? It'd be an upgrade from fucking New Jersey.
It's more affordable too. Affordable living.
And they'll love that Jersey accent you got.
No, not so much.
I was being a little sarcastic. Flan! Happy New Year, Flan. Good to see you. It's great to see you guys that haven't been here in a little bit.
No kidding.
Good to see Flan. It's good to see.
What button did you press now, for Pete's sakes, Mike?
I don't know. Why would I do?
He brought Flan's comment up on the screen.
Oh, sorry. It's great
That
to see
means it's a
Tommy.
good comment.
It's good to see little Dixie Diggers and the NH Trapper.
Oh.
Celador. And Sandy's Passions, of course. But it's no, it really is just my son is here. I understand your son's there. So get her to move to Jersey. She'll love those gun laws.
And she can just put them all over at my house for safekeeping, wink.
I tried to get her moving with me. She won't do it. We lost Tolly again.
Yeah.
We lost Tolly. We lost Ohio. I hear you, Tommy. I'm not saying. I'm just saying it's just. I love seeing the people here that I've known. How do I say this without hurting anybody's feelings?
Just do it in YouTube years.
Yeah. So Sandy's passions. Tommy, I'm a redneck Cockerham. I've been watching videos and watching chats and all that stuff for quite some time with these guys and girls, and when I don't get to see them as much as I used to, and then I do get to see them, it just makes it that much nicer, I guess. I hope I didn't hurt anybody's feelings, and I hope I said that the right way.
Sounded right to me.
You have a gun that you haven't shot yet? Why? Guns girl, you have a big backyard, don't you? Let it rip.
Yeah. You have to wait for you could have done it New Year's. Everybody was shooting guns. Nobody would have noticed.
Let
Yeah,
it rip.
firecrackers, fireworks, guns, cannons. Someone over here has some kind of sound cannon. I swear it's a sound cannon.
I got a cannon.
Big kaboomy.
I don't know about anybody else, but you're welcome. I haven't seen you guys forever. And it's just a pleasure. It's always a pleasure. You know.
He misses you.
I do. I've said this 10,000 times on here, and I'll say it again. When I came to YouTube, I never knew I was going to make friends. That wasn't my intent. Okay. And I did, though, along the way. Yeah, some are come and gone. Okay. But there's ones that have always stayed, you know. Tommy went through hell and back, you know, and he, you know, like he said, when he was feeling, he'd check in and vice versa, you know, and I don't know, it's just
The way that you love and appreciate your friends, Mike, and when you bring this up and talk about it, that kind of keeps me around. I mean, it makes me want to be a part of your circle and your friends, because normally I don't hang out with conservative people.
that's okay though. See, that's not a bad thing. But it's
Everyone's just cool people, man. Most people.
you know, Pinascas, holy shit! I've been Pinascas. How long have we been sub to each other? It's got to be 5 years, 4 years. It's got to be. Dixon, I know. How long have we known each other? It's just I have this like this separation disease bullshit, like a German Shepherd. You know, when I see you for a long time, and then all of a sudden, poof, you're not there. Yeah, I don't like that. You know, about 6. All right, so it's, you know what I'm saying? You know, but I like these chats, whether hey, this time's me and Ohio don't agree. This time's a lot of me and a lot of people don't agree. I know you do, Sandy, but I'm just saying it's great to see you. And I'm just glad that you guys. I don't know how to say. I'm just glad to see you guys. I'm glad to see, even if you're only back for a week, whatever it may be. I'm just glad to see you. All. That's all. You know. Anyways, I'm actually. Oh, Steve, I didn't even tell you. I went hunting the other day.
Oh, good for you.
Yep.
And
Boy, did my back hurt. I was on the couch all day New Year's Day. Got nothing. Come out of the tree stand. By the way, I usually don't sit in a tree stand.
right.
Of course, I went up in the tree stand. I didn't wear a fucking, what do you call it? Harness. And my buddy's wife wasn't too pleased about that. So I'm up 20 feet up on the tree stand. And I'm like, shit, next time I'll wear a harness. But anyway, I come down out of the stand. It's fall, muzzle season, the hunting season's over. So I said, well, I'll just rip this into a tree. So I met my buddy. He's coming down his tree stand. I'm like, I'm just going to rip this off into a tree before the shooting hours end. And he's like, yeah, go ahead. And I went, nothing. And I went, nothing. I'm like, what the fuck? He goes, you got a primer in that fucking thing? I goes, do I look stupid? He says, let me see the prime. I give it to him. He drops it. So now I couldn't even see if
it was dented or anything.
Yeah.
So the primer didn't even pop?
Didn't even pop. All you heard was, it didn't even, you know what I mean?
That's weird.
So I said to him, I said, Jesus Christ. He's like, relax. So now, tomorrow, I'm going to have to take my breech plug out and take my ramrod and push the round out.
Yeah, that's no big deal. I just did it on mine. Actually, the powder was all compressed. It all came out in one glob.
Will the pellets fall out in my hand?
If you pull your breech plug out, the pellets may come out.
Because if I push on the pellets, it's just going to snap and I'm going to make a mess. You know what I mean?
Right. Yeah, give it a try. Pull the breech plug and give it a wiggle and see if they fall out. Hopefully they will. If not, just throw a match down in there.
Yeah, that'll work.
Something's going to come flying out of there. You could do it on the hood of your car.
Oh, that's awesome, Tommy. That's congratulations. Yeah, Sandy's been here since 2014. So there you go.
That wasn't an old primer by chance, was it?
I think it may have been.
You know, that you took hunting and got it wet a couple of times or something?
It may have been. As a matter of fact, I'm almost positive. Remember I told you I can fit at the butt, I can fit it at the stock?
Yeah.
So I don't know whether to go drive somewhere and just I can dry fire one, can't I?
Yeah.
I mean, once I take the round out of there, put a primer in it, and then just squeeze the trigger.
Yeah, it's going to be loud like a loud cap gun, but
yeah, I'm not doing it on the back porch. I'm not going to do it in the house. Well, if I'm by myself, I can do it in the house. So my buddy says to me, "You know what you got to do?" I go, "What?" He goes, "You got to go get my bow. Well, that bow I gave you fixed, and get it all done up the way you want it." He says, "And you got to start using bow in it." Chase and McDaniel, oh my God, they're all coming out of the woodwork tonight. This is the nuts. How are you, Jason? Great to see you.
Hey, Jason.
Maybe YouTube changed something in your feed actually got out there.
Shit, right?
Wouldn't that be nice?
I told him, I says, I'm on the first floor, okay? But when you walk through my house and you go out back, it looks like you're on the second floor. Because you got to walk up like 12 stairs to get to the thing, you know?
Hmm.
And I go, I can stand on that. I can just stand on that and use my bow. He goes, holy shit, you don't even have to leave your house. I goes, no.
Cool.
I'll just shoot it off my back porch. You got to go get a fucking... I says, I know, I'll go get one. I know where to steal one of those target deers, too. Because that's what I really want to get. But I don't want to pay $185 for one.
Well, you better start cutting some foam then. They got a few out there that are cheaper.
You know? Yeah, but yeah, by the time you hit it 42 million times, it's fucking...
Yeah. You got to have the replaceable, you know, heart lung area.
Yeah.
That gets chewed up pretty quick.
Yeah.
And make sure you mount it good so it don't tip over and break all your damn arrows.
So I'm trying to figure out, Stevie, right? If I want to put... Why is that on that side? And I tried to tell him that's off center, but he didn't want to listen to me.
What?
Look. I have to click on myself, right?
Don't shoot.
On my other bow, Steve, right? See right here? Right here, Stevie.
Yeah, the biscuit.
Yep. Now watch. Where's the string?
Well, that whisker biscuit should be in as close to the riser as possible without your fletchings hitting the riser. So it looks about right.
Yeah, but isn't that really close though, Stevie?
It all depends how you pull it and how you shoot it. And
yeah. So yeah, I'm gonna I'll have this all done and we'll go from there. And then I got to figure out if I can buy a case for it somewhere, Steve.
Oh yeah. How old is it?
Oh, I don't know.
Well, I know it's
a
a little.
Martin.
Oh, that's a Martin?
Yeah.
Wow.
It's a something AK M44 Firecat compound by Martin, made in the USA.
Cool.
String length is 40 something inches. Draw length is... That ain't right. That's fucking... That says 18, Stevie. 28. That's gotta be a 2.
28's about normal.
But you see how it's all frayed.
Yeah, you need a string and a oh shit. You need a string and a cable.
But I gotta find, and I gotta work on the wood too. There ain't, Stevie, there ain't a crack. There ain't nothing on there.
But don't sand it.
Well, I'm not gonna.
Hey,
Steve,
FKS.
Steve, there ain't a crack on here or nothing.
Awesome. That's always a good thing. No cracks in your bow.
No, see how old that thing is?
Right?
But I gotta get a case for it.
Yeah, you can get a soft case for like 10, 15 bucks.
Yeah. That should fit in there, right?
Just got to measure your wheel to wheel. Make sure you get a big enough case.
Right. SKS, what's going on, kid? Good to see you. Why am I on? What do you call it? Oh, that's better. Yeah, so I'm stoked. I'll go somewhere and take that and have that done up. Probably cost me $60 or so.
I don't know. It's been a while. Mine's probably about due.
I'm just gonna have them redo everything. You know what I mean?
Yep.
And then I gotta go figure out where I want. I don't know if I want. A lot of the guys. Why do a lot of the guys use 5 yards, Stevie?
5.
Or 5 to 8, they say. Why can't I just set mine at 15, fucking 25, and 35?
You can if you want. "35 yards is a very long
Or
shot
15,
for that bow."
or 10, 15, maybe 30. Let me see. Yeah, but 5, 10, 15 is just too short. And then on the last one, that's. See, if I judge it wrong, you're fucked, right?
Well, that's why you buy a rangefinder.
Good point. But
You can get them pretty cheap. I think I got mine for about $79.
really,
Yeah, if you're not used to hunting all the time and judging yardage, it's either that or just start practicing judging yardage.
I can practice judging yardage, Stevie. The problem is that, like, sometimes I do it with my odometer, right? I mean, a tenth of a mile is 528 feet, right? Am I right?
I didn't hear you. I was talking to Flan. Go ahead. Say it again.
A tenth of a mile is 528 feet. 528 feet, correct?
Dude, I don't have a clue.
How's my math? Well, there's 5,280 feet to a mile, right?
I don't know. I cannot confirm or deny that.
All right, somebody help an idiot out. It's 5,280 feet to a mile. Okay.
Cut that into tenths.
Am I correct on the assumption that it's 528 feet, which in Massachusetts is good enough to hunt? 500 feet is good enough to hunt. The problem is, Steve, when they do it in an open area and you do it in a closed area, it's way deep. It's way whoa. You know what I mean?
Yep. The way I used to do it is just set the target up in my yard, turn my back on it, walk away from it, turn around and guess the yardage, and then set my pin on it. That's how I got used to it. Walk up real close, walk way far away, walk halfway in between, and you get pretty good at it. But I'll tell you what, stay practice at 10 yards. I've killed most of my deer at 10 yards.
Now, when you're up in a deer stand, do you put your 10-yard pin on it or your 15-yard pin?
You use the same pin as if you were on the ground.
Yeah, but it's a different trajectory.
It doesn't matter because the deer looks different. Chances are you're going to hit a little high because you're looking at the deer's back. You have to shoot a little bit low to account for the back.
Once you shoot you have to shoot in between then, right?
Yeah. Just aim for the middle.
Thank you, Flan. Thank you, prepping. Look at that. Mikey D was right.
Bing, 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 bing.
So in Mass, we need 500 feet between you shooting in a habited home.
Now, on our laws, there's a little thing at the bottom, and it said, unless you're target shooting.
Oh, yeah, we don't have that.
And with a bow, you get away with more.
See, now in New Hampshire with a bow, you can be 300. New Hampshire with a bow and a gun is 300 feet.
Does it say for hunting or target practicing or in the shooting period?
Shooting period. You can't be within 300 foot of a house shooting. But I just thought the trajectory, Stevie, was different when you're up 20 feet in the air.
It seems different, but it's really not. Chances are, if you're up in a tree shooting down,
I was just afraid of going under its belly. You know what I mean?
you're going to hit high. Because when you're looking at a deer flat on the ground, you're looking at the deer from belly to back, right?
Right.
Well, when you're looking from above them, you're looking at part of the back and part of the belly.
Popping on over here.
So it makes the deer look bigger.
Ignore
Right.
her.
Well.
Ignored all night long. Let's not.
This must be the night for the M's. We have people from Michigan and Minnesota now too, because Mr. Tolley just left a little bit ago.
Hey, if you want Jim, Hornet Fixer wants in.
Yeah, how do I don't have Jim on my thing, so one of these is gonna have to send a link.
What if I give him the link that you gave me?
That's fine.
That works.
Okay.
That's
Hell,
fine.
send it to about 50 people.
Was just Johnny sleeping?
No, he's supposed to be over here.
I figured he'd be sleeping by now. You know, somebody his age. I'm telling you right now, I was telling these guys earlier, I am sending him the biggest glitter bomb you could shake a stick at.
Shh. You're not supposed to tell.
He's not going to rewatch this. He didn't hear me. He's not in the back room.
I tell you what, I went to the post office and got a Christmas card from someone, and it said Maine, and I couldn't figure out who it was. And I swear on the return address, it said John something, and I immediately thought he did not send me a glitter bomb card, did he? I'm like opening it up outside before I get in my car, and it was a girlfriend of mine in Maine. So like, that's what went through my head, because he was on the live stream when I talked about how I don't open packages at home if I'm not sure, because I don't want glitter in my house.
Right.
But it's funny how it went through my head. Was thinking,
Welcome back, Mr. Tolley. He's in the comment section. So what are you guys up to? How'd the show go?
My show went fine. Thanks for asking.
Your show always goes fine, though. That's why I was asking Eric.
You take over
No,
again.
no.
It
really-
actually was her show.
It was supposed to be his, but
John hit the wrong button,
yeah.
and it actually went on her show and immediately got grabbed by iHeart, so he couldn't change it over to my show.
Oh, no.
So we spent 2 hours not swearing at fucking all.
Well, we tried not to swear, but we got close.
How did you wait a
We
minute?
got close.
How did you not swear on a? I said.
Well, we said fornicate, sex, butthole, lower sexual organ located in the lower abdominal area.
Across from the anus.
Yeah. Stuff like, and then we had turd and crap and fart and stuff like that. Yeah. Just saying.
That's
I
what-
used to get in so much trouble for saying fart. Passing gas.
Well, we did a lot of woodpecker and whale farts.
Yeah, whale farts.
Christine was really into the whale farts.
Couldn't let loose with the shitter talk, huh?
No. But I did learn something new today of how big a whale's shit really is.
What?
If you're ever wondering, it's about 3 feet.
It's about a meter. Yeah, on a blue whale, sperm whale, which Eric likes, is a bit smaller. So.
Where do you think they got the idea for kayaks from?
What?
Can I have what he has?
Right?
What the fuck are you talking about, Stevie?
Yes, do share.
It's douche. Is that French? Douche shitter?
I am a professional
I
douche.
think she
shitter.
just called you.
Shitter.
I think she just called you a douche, Steve. No offense.
I think she did
said
too.
do share.
I think she called you a
Okay,
douche.
do tell.
I
Do
think so.
shyster do.
See if I ever text you again.
Do tell, not not the other.
Dude, yeah, that sounded like French Canadian to me.
Okay, well, sorry,
Mario Mosen. How the hell are you? They're all coming tonight. Look at this. Haven't seen
Mario.
all these guys for a while.
Okay, I'm in the show. I don't see the chat. Where's the chat?
It's on
You have to
YouTube.
go to my. You have to go to my channel.
On YouTube?
And
I'm not seeing it.
It looks like a mountain valley. And I know you're professional, but don't forget to mute
Oh, where? How? What?
when you bring up the YouTube chat.
Oh yeah. Well, I don't have a. I don't see it, dude, Joey.
It should be.
What's the
Should be
channel name? Let me search channel name because it might not. Maybe because I got it shrunk down. So
Mikey D.
yeah, Mike. That's what I have. Okay. M-I-C-K.
Nope. Mikey.
Oh, maybe that's why.
Mickey is Mickey. You know, like Mickey and the Mouse.
Oh.
That's why you ended up on Disney.
Fuck. Son of a bitch.
Say, son of a bitch! No, there's a black guy on that. I
Pike,
don't
Pike,
think that's
Pike, 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 Pike. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 11.
Mikeyd.
Yes, space D.
Oh, Space D. Because that's a real mean, mad-looking guy on the other one. Yeah.
Dude, that's friggin' awesome.
I am not finding you, Mikey. I don't know why. I don't get it.
Are you serious?
Yeah, I'm not
honestly,
finding. Yeah,
honestly, Mikey, I'm subbed on the Ebomi channel and the Brew channel, and it didn't show up as that you have anything going on.
Right,
yeah. Mikey.
Space D.
Space D, and I got a white guy in a big white hat, a guy in a New York hat.
Oh yeah, you're right, huh?
Yeah, I am not finding you, and I know I'm sub to you. But
That's fucking wrong. Why is it not?
I know you're not in Melbourne, Australia.
Or is he?
Or is he? No, if he was in Melbourne, he'd be on fire. If he was in
Was
Melbourne.
I have to change my name again?
Oh, I don't know, buddy. Can you? Is there a way you can drop a link in the chat or anything?
Yeah, I'll find my page and I'll just.
Yeah, he doesn't know his own damn channel.
Yeah, well, you know.
I'll just.
Actually, I'm not logged into. What is that? Quagmire. Well, I still see private chat though.
No, I don't want to add another account. I want to go to my fucking page. You fucking cocksuckers.
Mario.
Yeah.
There you go. Put the
There it
link
is.
in the private.
If you look up Mike
Did
DeLucia
you?
and add Quagmire to it, it'll,
All right.
like
Let's see
Jason
here.
McDaniel says.
Or Mike could just talk in the chat and then you could go to his channel. Hey, wouldn't that make it easy?
I could probably do it that way. It'd be a lot easier, right? Boo.
There it is. I still don't understand why. It does, now see now it's showing me not subscribed to you, Mikey. What the?
Really?
Yeah. What?
How
There.
was that?
I don't know. They do this. Eric and I get unsubscribed to each other all the time.
Well, that's because you get mad at each other and do it on purpose.
Oh yeah, that's what
For a
yeah.
day.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, fuck off.
Yeah. Eric didn't tell me he
I
loved
love
me
you.
this morning. Eric didn't say he loved me on this phone call this morning. I'm just on subbing him.
G-Trap, that's friggin' awesome, dude.
He's slaying
There
the
we
pike again.
Huh?
He's slaying the pike again.
Yeah, what are the first two, G-Trapper?
He's slaying the pike again.
All right, who's got their thing open?
Who could it be knocking at my door?
Make no sound.
That
Tiptoe
is not
request
me.
upload.
I have headphones on.
Yeah, so we would
Great.
Pick up, Bert.
Oh, I hate those. They hurt.
Earlier we were talking about how cops. That's right. Yep. Decent sized cop there too. Holy shit.
Well, it's against the law to spear a cop.
Yeah, you know.
So
Hey,
where the
listen,
hell
don't
is
make fun of
John?
the way I talk.
Frickin'
Where the
liar.
hell is John when I need him?
I know, liar. Oh, I'm heading straight over there.
Oh yeah, watch. I'll just get right up in
He
his
was
fucking
probably
grill.
heading straight over here, and he found a penthouse on the way. And
I'm just gonna get right up in his grill.
Yeah, I come back from making a drink. Everybody in the chat room, everybody over and Locked and Loaded, gone. And I'm like, you sons of bitches.
I just
Right on,
texted him.
Tony
Sure,
Powell.
blow me off. Not blow me, but blow me off. You know what I mean?
he's usually the one. He's like we're in after chat, and he's like, "Okay, gents, I gotta get up early tomorrow, so I gotta get out of here." Click. Okay, we'll see you tomorrow. And then tomorrow morning, I'm watching your show, and there's John. Like,
Or he'll go on Steve's show after we're done.
I know, fucking liar.
That's the mainer. That's the mainer in him. That's for Maine. I was in capris and a t-shirt, walking around barefoot, waiting for cold weather.
The mainer in him.
Yeah,
40+ degrees here today.
it was here too. It was like 46 degrees or something stupid like that. How the fuck am I supposed to ice fish in 46
Yeah,
degree weather?
suck my what?
Our lakes aren't even froze.
Not in mine, but they're not going to freeze at 40 something degrees either.
Yeah, just get your little baby pole and sit on the end of the dock.
Damn, sorry about that, guys. I was driving across the bridge the other day, and I was in shorts and a t-shirt. They were catching crab though.
Nice.
Were we in Jacksonville?
Yeah,
Just kidding.
you know, fresh blue crab.
Catching crabs in Jacksonville.
All over the place. Yes.
Yeah.
Mayport, get shrimp. Hell yeah.
I can't remember that place that I stayed in Jacksonville, and I don't know. There's a Blue Bridge there in the whole nine, and there's a
That's
boardwalk.
downtown.
Yeah,
that's
there's a boardwalk.
Yeah.
Boardwalk there and all that. And I said to
Actually,
my wife,
they just tore down that entire landing area right next to that Blue Bridge.
oh no
Tore
way.
it to the ground.
Because I said to my wife, I go, I wonder if I can fish in here. Well, we're walking down the little boardwalk there.
Well,
That's
yeah,
right.
that's the St. John's right there.
Yeah,
And
it's
that's
some woman guy walking behind us, and they're like, yeah, you don't want to do that.
yeah, because that water through there runs fast, dude, really fast, and it runs south to north, unlike most rivers. So, but there's nothing down there because it's all commercial and it's all out there. If you want to fish in Jacksonville, you got to go out to the jetties, out to the intercoastal area.
It's just me.
Steve, what did I send it? I sent a ton of shit to fucking Michigan tonight.
A what?
A ton of stuff to Michigan tonight.
At work?
Yeah, FedEx.
Oh, what
Plymouth.
else showed up here?
Where's Plymouth, Michigan?
Down the road. That's where my daughter lives, down there.
Yeah, I sent a bunch of stuff to Plymouth, Michigan tonight. So I'm looking at the other thing, Stevie, here, and I'm not seeing anybody of any retaliation. Yeah, so I can say that again. I haven't seen any anything on the retaliation factor of today's doings.
Well, those embassies are hard targets. They got to do a lot of planning before they can get an embassy.
Well, did you guys hear? Did you guys hear they did an airstrike on the another of the top 6 Iraq or Iranian terrorists today on the 3rd this afternoon? Actually, this evening.
This evening, another one?
Yeah. Oh yeah. They got another convoy. They got another convoy that was leaving Baghdad going to Tarif, and got 6 more top bad guys.
Nice.
Where'd you go?
Oh,
Eric booted him out.
Hey, I'm like, where the frig is he?
oh, it's Baby Shark.
That ain't no baby shark. That's fucking shit.
Baby Shark. Baby Shark.
Oh my heavens!
Because John
gonna
hates that.
I'm gonna have to go see friggin' what's his name to go ice fishing this year. I think.
So Eric up in Minnesota.
Yeah, or I have to go see Fef. I have to go up to Canada.
Yeah,
I
you
can't
wanna
get
do
into
ice
Canada.
fishing?
Never mind.
I can hook you up with some ice.
I need
Now,
ice.
is Superior frozen over yet or no?
Oh, can't be.
No, it
Take a while.
It just freezes over the edges, right?
You know, yeah, I
Usually.
think it's only froze over completely 2 times that I've known since I've.
yeah.
I was gonna say what last year you guys were showing pictures. It some begun looked like it was frozen over a ways.
It
that
takes
was
a
all the
deep
ice
freeze.
that pushed into the shore after.
Yeah.
You have a little over a foot of ice on your lakes. Jesus Christ, I'm jealous. That's driving a car. That's a little over a foot. Nah, no, I need 20 inches for driving.
Well, we've got at least 8 inches of ice just in our alley.
Well, I could use 20 inches, but we're not going to talk about that right now.
I'm not even gonna touch that. Why do you need 20 inches? And
Well,
where do you need it?
Who doesn't?
And where do you need it? That's the whole problem.
Well, you figure the whale backside's 3 feet across, right?
Yeah, we covered that one too.
Yeah, you're a little late on that one, John. We already covered the whale anus. The blue whale anus is 3 meters wide or whatever. Yeah.
Well, that would be embarrassing. You meet the girl's parents. They say, "What do you do for a living?" What? I measure whale butts.
That's what I said. Like, who does that job?
Mr.
I
Talley
swim
said-
up behind whales with a tape measure.
Mr. Talley said you probably have more rice up where you are than where he is.
So that makes sense now when I see
Yeah,
the whales breaching. Oh,
Yeah,
that
he's
one got
both
measured.
of us.
Yeah. There you go.
Yeah, yeah.
Mr. Tully.
I was out in Minnesota once.
So,
It freaked me out that at 9 o'clock the sun was still out.
well, yeah, you get up that far north, yeah. I was stationed.
Well, no, it
in
was like
Iceland.
light out. It was like 9 o'clock, and I'm like, I said to my wife, I go, "It's 9 o'clock." She goes, "Central." I'm like, "Oh yeah, that's right, too. A mountain, whatever the fuck it was." But yeah, it was weird.
We're in our worst right now. It's like it's getting. It's not even 5 o'clock.
6:30.
Yeah,
It's dark
like-
at about 4:15. It started getting dark on me the
Yeah.
other day when I was hunting.
Yeah, it's like, damn. Up here, it's just like, holy freaking moly.
5:10, it's pitch black.
I was in Iceland for 6 months in 2001 before 9/11. I was in there from February to August, and when we got there, it was dark most of the day. Then it was light most of the day, and then when we were getting ready to leave, it was dark, like almost 24 hours.
Wow.
Yeah, at 2 o'clock in the morning, it was like, you see the red sky at night. It was like when the sun just dips down, like when down here in the States.
Yeah.
That's what it was like at 2 o'clock in the morning in Iceland. And I was like, this is cool.
Right.
The worst it gets here, I think, for day is, what's it, like 9:30, Mikey? Isn't it like 9:30?
What, the longest day?
Yeah, I think it's like 9 or something. I know it's after 9 o'clock.
Yeah, not much. So yeah, it's a little bit after 9. You'll get light.
But the
That's
winter,
not
yeah.
until
That's
that's
late
not
summer.
until fucking June or something.
Yeah,
July.
that's late summer. Yeah, but the winter, it's like, holy crap. Sun
Yeah.
comes up at like 6 something and it's gone.
And it's
Kids
gone.
get home from school and it's not much time after that.
And that's only if the sun comes out. If it ain't cloudy or whatever.
Well, see, it was, and I understand you guys are up there in New England and everything, but here in Jacksonville, like this morning, I snapped awake and I laid in bed for a little while, and I was like, okay, it's 6:30, it's still dark, I'm going to go back to sleep. And then about 7 o'clock, it just started getting light outside. I'm like, what the hell?
Yeah. See, my thing is that I think they should just fucking do away with the daylight savings bullshit.
Oh, I hate it. I'm with you. I
Me
hate it.
too.
Well, it doesn't do it. It doesn't do. It was designed so
To help
we
the
could
farmers,
work.
right?
Yeah, so we could work. But now it doesn't do anything, so it makes no sense.
Yeah.
Just imagine if they did away with that, all the people are going to be so pissed off that love to use the excuse, "Oh, I forgot to set my clock back."
Yeah, well, yeah, that. But here's the thing. It was an American Indian said, white man, only person in world that could take an inch off the bottom of blanket and sew it to the top and think he got more blanket."
Right.
Yep. Take an hour off the bottom of the day, put it on the top, and we did better.
Oh, I'm with you guys. I could live without daylight savings time. Fuck off. I hate it being dark at 5 o'clock in the afternoon.
Well, number one, it's just the way it is. It's the world. It's the real world. The pretend world is where you go, nah, and you change the clock. That's the
Right.
bullshit.
Like Arizona, I almost retired to Arizona, and they don't do the daylight savings time.
Yeah, Indiana, right? Isn't there Indiana doesn't do it?
I don't think Indiana. Yeah, I don't know if Indiana. I'm not sure if Indiana, because my brother lives there, and I want to say when I lived with him, we didn't do it either. But that
So
was
that's
a
gonna
long
be-
time ago.
That's
so.
going to be a confusing flight that day, huh? You could actually leave before you get back before you left.
Well, see, the thing with like Mikey said, Indiana, like the first 100 miles is on the East Coast, and then after that it's Central, and it is it's horrible when you live in Indiana or close to Indiana. You drive a couple hours, and you're like, holy shit, it's a whole different time zone. You know what I mean?
Well, yeah.
That's how I felt when I was in Minnesota. I was like, what the fuck? Because it was the first time I was ever out of my time zone, you know?
It depends on which direction you're driving too. You could get a longer day or a shorter day.
Yeah, you keep thinking that. It's still the same amount of time.
I went to Minnesota in June, so I wasn't privy to the beautiful cold weather out there. So
If you take a left, it's a 27-hour day. If you take a right, it's a 24.
Yeah, when I flew from Jacksonville to Philadelphia to Sigonella to Suda Bay, Greece, that was like a 7.5 hour time change. Yeah, I was still on the same day. It wasn't like I gained it wasn't like the Twilight Zone and I gained a whole day of my life. No. I was just more tired. That's all I was.
Right.
So yeah, I mean it's the way it is. Now you fly from say Minnesota or the East Coast or wherever, the East Coast of Central Coast, Central time zone of America. You fly to New Zealand. Well, then you're not just time zones. You're talking international
Date lines.
line.
Yeah.
Yep.
So you're losing or gaining a day. So yeah, it's different.
that's why when my brother was on Guam for like 16 years, 15 years, and I said to him, "Do me a favor. The first night you get out there," and he called to say that he got there. I says, "Good. Now tell me the fucking lottery numbers on every goddamn lotto that there is."
Yeah, but see, it's not like it's the future there, pal.
I know. I know. I was just being funny. He laughed.
I'm just playing with you, Mikey. I'm just playing.
He laughed, but it was weird because like I'm a night owl anyway, and so he's over in Guam, and we were on Yahoo playing cribbage together, and I miss those days. I really do. But it was cool. It was fun.
Now, like when I go to Eric's up in now I'm in the Eastern time zone. Eric's in the Central time zone. When I go up to Minnesota, it's a big for me because I'm way south of him in the Eastern time zone. So it's not just that I lose an hour time; it's the whole.
Yeah.
It's not just the hour.
What do you like? 4.5 hours in an airplane to him?
Well, see, for me, I fly from here to Atlanta, and then from Atlanta to Minneapolis, and then from Minneapolis to Duluth. And yeah, it's like 4 hours from Atlanta to Minneapolis, but that's with the time change. So, I mean, I get to watch a movie and a half I'd say on
Because
a flight.
I flew to Tampa in like almost 3 hours.
Well, yeah, you're in the same time zone. That's why.
Yeah.
Like I can fly from NES Jackson. When I was in the Navy, I used to take a P3 from NES Jacksonville to Norfolk in like an hour.
Yeah.
And then from Norfolk to Iceland, it was like 2 hours, two and a half hours.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Yeah, it's not far from Iceland from here either. So my cousin went to Iceland. She loved it.
No, Iceland's awesome.
She goes,
I gotta
Mike,
be
you
honest.
love it. I said, can I go whale hunting? And she just fucking, she
Yeah,
wasn't
no.
down.
Yeah,
She's
no.
like, you're an asshole.
I spent summer in Iceland, and when I say summer in Iceland, that's not like summer in Florida. That's like summer in northern Canada. So
Right.
yeah, I mean, I'm
45
from.
degrees.
Yeah, I left Jacksonville at 78 degrees. I got to New York. It was freezing cold. We got we got off the plane. They fueled it up. We got back on the plane, and we flew up to Iceland. Got off Iceland. It was like 12 degrees, and the wind was blowing like 30 miles an hour. And they opened that door. They opened the front door and the back door to because it was a big military transport, and they wanted to get us all off as fast as they could. And when they did, it was like a wind tunnel through there. And man, did it get cold.
Yep.
So we went from 78 degrees, whatever it was, in Jacksonville in February, and we landed in Iceland, and it was like 16 degrees, and we were like, holy shit.
Right.
Yeah. So I was in Iceland, like I said, from February to August. They issued me a parka when, like the first week I was there. I didn't take it off until I left. the average temperature, the 6 months we were there, we averaged it all out, and it was 36 degrees. Now it did get above that. I mean, like there was like a week, 2 weeks, 3 weeks there where it was like 50 something degrees. The guys that were stationed there, they were out playing softball in short t-shirts. They were like, yeah, and I'm like, screw you, I'm going to the liquor store and get some more vodka. Fuck you.
36 is easy. It's
Right.
when it's 19 below and the wind's blowing.
Right.
That's when it gets to be
we
sucky.
had we had whiteouts. I had 3 inches of snow on Cinco de Mayo. That's May 1st
Oh, yeah.
for you that don't know.
Nothing uncommon. My birthday is on May 13th. It happens all the time. I can be sitting out on the deck, having a barbecue, looking out over 3 feet of snow, going, damn.
I thought that was the 5th of May.
5th of May, yeah, Cinco de Mayo. Cinco de Mayo for us white guys.
Cinco de Mayo.
Because I know that Mario Mosen's listening in the chat room, so gotta fuck with him somehow.
Yeah, he's sitting there going, uno, dos, tres,
Uno, dos,
cuatro,
tres,
cinco. Cinco.
But no, I was actually working out on an airplane, not less than 100 feet from the hangar, and we were out there. We had the auxiliary power unit fired up, so we could have heat and power and light and everything else. We were checking. We were doing flight control checks, and the radio. We had the radio on the overhead speakers, and the maintenance calls out, says 402. Maintenance. I go up on to flight deck and I grab the microphone. I go, maintenance 402, and they go, hey, you guys okay out there? I'm like, yeah, we're just doing flight control checks. We're going to working that great. And he's like, look out your front window. And I look up, can't see the hangar. It is snowing. Just you can't see 100 feet. I couldn't see 5 feet in front of me, let alone 100 feet. And I said, yeah, it's a little snowy out here. And he goes, yeah, it's a whiteout. You guys stay where you're at, and we'll let you know when you can come into the hangar. An hour and a half later, we burned 3,200 pounds of gas staying warm, in the airplane. They said, okay, it's clear. You can come on in. So, yeah. And every place in Iceland has basically a bomb shelter, for lack of a better term, but a whiteout shelter. So when that happens, they have food, water, heat for everyone that can fit into the shelter until it blows over.
Wow.
Yeah. Oh, it was fun. Actually, I got to be honest, it was fun. Me and my buddy, we fixed the gripe, and we were just out there screwing off because we had nothing else to do tonight. And we're sitting there, playing cards, whatever, for the whole time.
That's why I want to go to Alaska, though. It's dark. It's you know what I mean?
Yeah. No, I had almost 24 hours. When we landed in February, we had almost 24 hours of darkness.
Yeah, I'd give my left fucking arm to go to Alaska.
Hey, yeah, and I haven't been there yet, so I'm hoping to.
That'd be some fun hunt. I would love to go hunt a sheep.
Oh my God,
Mike, what kind of amputation insurance do you carry?
Why?
Because that just might work out.
What do you mean?
You said you'd give your left arm.
Yeah.
Well,
then I can use a crossbow.
Hey,
well, hey,
then I can use a crossbow to hunt.
There you go.
Mikey, I got an axe.
Okay.
Can I get in on that insurance money?
Is that a clean slice?
Well, yeah. It'll be razor sharp, buddy.
I got all kinds of pruning saws.
So no, me, Steve, and Celicia, we're going to split this money. Screw John and Eric.
You'll lose your arm and wind up $1.56, and they'll be gone. Trying to fill out the paperwork with one hand.
You got to have body parts.
And this is why I love. It's the exact reason why I love Northern Maine, because it's like I look at Northern Maine and I say to myself, this is like the East Coast's little Alaska. You know what I mean?
Yep.
And
it is.
Let me tell you, it gets minus 30, minus 40. No problem.
Yeah, it does.
You know what I mean? It ain't warm, and but it's desolate. You can go to towns and there's like they're not even towns. They're numbers. They're like E3, 4, E3, F4 or something. But it's a close thing I can have to Alaska. It really is. Until I can get there.
Yeah, and Jason McDaniel in the chat room's talking about Alaska would be awesome. Cool to see the Northern Lights. Northern Lights are actually, the first time I saw them in Iceland was freaky. I was like, what the hell is that?
Yeah,
it's really cool. And if you're not ready for them, it'll freak you out a little bit. And winter is when you get above, say the Arctic Circle, for example. You're talking about Alaska, Iceland, Greenland, way northern, Canada, Europe, and whatnot. It's 24 hours dark, 24 hours light at different times of the year. Yeah.
If you hit it right, I think I saw it on YouTube somewhere that somebody up in it was like an old logging camp town called Dickey, Dickey, up in Maine, and right on the Canadian border, and they were snowmobiling, and they got Northern Lights up there.
Yeah, you can see them up there.
Yeah, and like I said, depending on where you're at and what time of the year it is, you can see Northern Lights in the lower northern hemisphere.
Yeah.
I've seen them here before. I think twice. It makes you think that your brain's doing it because they're so surreal that you can't focus. It's weird. You can't focus.
Well, it depends.
How old am I?
Yeah, and I see what you're talking about. But if it's really bright, it lights up the whole area.
Yeah.
Like when I saw it, I just looked up and went, "What the hell is that?" And then I realized what it was, and I got away. And then when I got in the tractor and drove away from the hangar and all the the artificial light, and I got into the darkest part of the airfield, and I was like, "Holy shit! I know what that is." So yeah.
It's definitely a wild, trippy thing to see.
It's trippy as hell. But you have to see it. If you haven't never seen it, you owe it to yourself to go see it at least once, somewhere, somehow, some way. So yeah.
To me, it looked like at the same time, it looked like I could reach out and touch it.
Oh yeah.
Yet it was a million miles away at the same time.
Yep.
It was wet.
It's something else. And the sky is, when you get up north here in Maine, I mean, it's like you can't figure it out at first because you see the sky normal at night, but then when you get up north, it's like it's 5 times bigger. It seems like it just seems that way
because there's no light.
You're just looking up, going, "Holy crap!"
Right. That's what I enjoy about going up to my camp, and even I get that in New Hampshire. You know, like my daughters, as they're getting older, I go, yeah, because they want to come out and look at some. I forget whatever the hell they said on the news, some star or so we go outside, I show them. And then I go, I wish we were up country. He goes, why? As you see it better. So we were going up. We were going up like 3 days later, or whatever. And so when we get up there, I take them up on this road, and I'm like, hey, now look up.
Yeah.
And they're like, Daddy. I'm like, yeah. I go, this is nothing. You should see them when it's
Right. It's something else. That and the silent snow when you get way up north, and there's
not the silent snow.
When there's nothing. There's no sound. There's no breeze. No nothing. It's just hardcore snow, and there's not a freaking sound. It's just fall. That's my favorite.
That sound. Yep.
That's my favorite. Silent snow.
Yep. David Evans says, "Less junk, more journey" has a nice video of the lights, and he filmed it in the lower.
Oh yeah, you can.
Yep. Oh yeah. He also said he's going to go to Maine now. You'll love it, David. Oh, I'm sorry, Gunpowder said that. You'll love it.
Oh yeah, it's beautiful here.
It's a beautiful state.
Looks just like Northern Michigan.
Northern New Hampshire's a beautiful state. Northern Vermont.
Vermont got ruined for me.
Yeah, well, but they were last holdout in the Union in the United States for the drinking age.
Yeah, I miss those days.
They brought it from
back in the 3-2 days.
Yeah, they bring it from 18.
Oh, don't see. I was talking to that with the guy that's working on my house today. He's like, he grew up in Indiana. I'm like, you remember 3-2? He goes, no, that was before my time. I'm like, oh, okay.
We didn't wait for 21. We're like, I'm 18.
You know what kills me right now is they just raised the smoking, vaping, chewing, dipping, whatever tobacco age to 21. So you can go at 18. You can join the military and die for your country, but you can have a cigarette.
Oh, yeah, you can't drink either. So I mean,
and you can't drink, so that's bullshit. They need to change those laws to where if you're in the military, you can have all that stuff because your ass deserves it.
Well, it's like I laughed. That they had this kid playing hockey up here in Boston. He was like 18 years old. And I'm laughing. And my wife's like, what are you laughing about? Because this poor prick can't even go and have a beer with the guys after the game.
Nope.
No, these idiots. Never mind. I'm not going to get into that. No. No.
Well, we already know they're all idiots.
Well, yes, they're idiots. I said they're idiots, but I'm not going to get into anything else on it. It's just as fucking stupid.
Yep. You want to hear fucking stupid?
Oh boy.
Massachusetts decided that they would.
Oh boy.
They got rid of all the vapes and all that, right? So now they're.
Did they really?
Oh yeah, they've been gone since like October.
Oh, okay. I didn't. Well, I don't know.
And the best part is that the New Hampshire sales are up like 450%. So
because everybody from Mass is going to.
Yeah, absolutely. So I'm in a store that's literally 2 miles from my house. I live on the border, right? I live on the New Hampshire border, and I'm in a store, and I'm going to get cigarettes. There's a line out the fucking door. I'm like, what's this? So I go in. I'm like, all right, what line do I need? And the guy behind the counter says, are you just getting smokes? I go, yeah. He goes, that's this line. And the lady says, well, how come? He goes, this is the vape line. That's the fucking cigarette line. But Massachusetts, in infinite wisdom, so they're going to charge some kind of astronomical 75% fucking excise tax bullshit on something or whatever for businesses that have them. And then because they're going to bring them back at some point or whatever this year. And then you can't, come this June, you can't buy any menthol cigarettes, fucking chewing tobacco, or anything, because if you flavorize it, it makes the children want it more.
I just put it
So
What?
oh yeah. So
it's
so
a
I
line
said-
of stupidity is all it is.
so I said to myself, they're gonna take away menthol cigarettes, menthol chewing tobacco, all menthol. They don't have the menthol. What do you call it when it comes back and all that, right? I go, but yet they have every fucking stupid fruity berry fucking alcohol booze known to mankind.
Yep.
Well, that and they've got gummy bears in pot stores.
Right.
They've got cookie. Now, what does a kid think is a treat? Maybe a cookie? and those are THC laced. It's like they don't say anything about that, but when it comes to the vaping thing, no. And besides, are you guys doing proximity taxing there now? We've already initiated here in Maine. Are you doing it there? Because you're in a spot where they would do something like that.
I haven't heard, to be honest. I'm just so upset that these people lost their livelihood.
They don't care.
Well, that's what happened here.
So
Inside the Duluth city limits, it is now illegal to sell any flavored, any nicotine product. So if you want your cherry berry cigars or Swisher Sweets, you have to go to a cigar shop.
So let me ask everybody a question. Are we completely fed up with our government yet?
Getting there.
No, now somebody said getting there. Really?
Yep.
You can't. The government's going to tell you what you can and can't put in your, except for Eric's case, in your mouth.
It's liberal has become this insanity now. It's just when you look at it with a tobacco product, you go, so a menthol tobacco product is not as evil as a cherry flavored joint.
Okay.
Or a cookie with a joint in it. That's not as evil as a menthol.
Or peppermint schnapps.
I can't believe they let them make
peppermint
schnapps to start with.
They did. Oh, they make lollipop gummy bears.
Jim, it doesn't stop there though. It gets better. In New York, right? I don't know if it was just the city or the whole state, but I know it was in the city. Okay, in New York City, if you visited, you cannot go to New York City. You cannot go to Wendy's and get a Biggie Coke, Biggie Fry, or anything like that.
Yeah. That's how it's been. So
you also
can't in New York City.
You also can't go get the fucking extra long fucking Kit Kat bars, Reese's Pieces.
Right, yeah, that's in New York City.
But you can buy a 2 liter of Coke. So you can walk down the street with a 2 liter in your hand and go. So I didn't mess with the 32 ounce Big Gulp. I got the 2 liter.
Don't sit there and tell me. I'm saying to myself, I'm like, so I go to New York and I can't get all this shit, and I'm like, okay, douchebag. Now I'm going to buy 5 packages. You're going to tell me I can't do that?
So
they don't make any sense.
My thing is this: to every state in the union who hears this broadcast, when are you as a citizenship? When are you as we the people going to stand up and go, screw you? We're not taking any more of this. I don't give a shit. Mikey's up north, and Steve is in Michigan. Eric's in Minnesota. I'm in Florida. John's in Maine. When are we as a people going to go, screw you people? We're tired of you telling us what we can and cannot do.
Well, we are starting it in Virginia.
No, it's not starting. This should have happened years ago, is what I'm getting at. And the only reason Virginia is in the news is because it's the Second Amendment. And I understand, Steve, and I'm with you on that. I agree the boogaloo for Second Amendment is going to start in Virginia. I'm 100% behind it. But what I'm saying is, in all this other bullshit that we have been told we can't have. You can't do this. You can't have this. You can't have that. Why the fuck haven't we the people stood up against it and before now? Think about it. You can't, and I know we don't all live in New York, but here it's just, I'm just going to use this as a paraphrase. I can't have a 44-ounce big gulp in New York. Well, hey, I'm pretty sure that is telling me I can't have freedom. So, and the people in New York laid down and had it. Nothing against the people in New York that are on like-minded individuals. I'm not, getting on it. Yes, I am. Fuck all them assholes. But what I'm getting at is, across this country, we have laid down and just played victim the whole fucking time. And quite honestly, and I was in the military. I didn't have a chance, especially during the Clinton administration. I'd have got rolled over. I'd have got kicked the fuck out if I had spoke up. I'm going to tell you that right now. But, and I did my time in the Reagan administration, the first Bush administration, and then a whole bunch of Clinton administration. Second Bush administration, I got the fuck out because I was like, I can see where it's going. Plus, I was at my time limit. I had 20 years. So what I'm getting at is, why the fuck are we letting these assholes write all this bullshit on us? That I don't need the government to tell me I can't have a soda. I don't need the government to tell me I can't have
a menthol cigarette.
A menthol cigarette. I can't have menthol dip. I can't have a straw. I can't have a plastic container for my Big Mac. I don't need anybody telling me shit.
But unfortunately, there's a whole generation that think they do need that.
Okay, I knew that was coming. So here's my thing for that. Fuck them. Fuck those assholes. They don't know shit. They don't know. They haven't been off their mama's tit long enough to tell us shit.
Right.
We the boomers. We the gen whatever the fuck after boomers came. We don't need people telling us what to fucking do. We the people need to stand the fuck up. Tell our politicians, tell our state and local politicians, our governments, kiss my ass, don't like it, come take it, we're going to shoot you in the face because we don't like what you're doing.
Right on.
That's what this country was founded on. They said, we're going to tax your tea. We said, fuck you. We went to their boats, threw all their tea in the harbor.
Absolutely.
And when that all happened, right, and we took over and we became, who we are today, what was the first thing they taxed? Fucking booze.
Well, Joey, Mikey, I'm sorry, but not really. They didn't start.
No, they did.
They didn't start taxing us until the 30s. No, there was no federal. There was no federal tax until the 30s.
On what do you call it? There was, if you look at who's that author?
There was no federal excise tax or any tax until the 20s or 30s.
Was it the First World War they started it?
I'd have to look it up. I don't want to put a number out there because off the top of my head, because it is late in the evening, and I don't want to, I don't want to misquote anything. But what I'm saying is, in after the Revolutionary War, there was no tax.
Bernie will give me free college too. Good. Can you give it to my two daughters, please?
Yeah. All right. Here you go. There was no standardized tax like that, but there were taxes.
Well,
there were sugar taxes.
Yes.
There was.
You paid taxes on things they bought.
There was different taxes like that.
You could pay taxes.
But as a result, they didn't call them taxes. They called them tariffs. Okay.
Right. But in what were
wool, iron, cotton, and all the stuff used to make it had tariffs. But the actual word taxes is what Jim's talking about, and that was all part of the New Deal.
But here, and
Right.
well, let's go back. The
I see what
tariffs.
you're saying.
The tariffs were put on goods so that we could build at the time, which is the key phrase here. We
Right.
could build ships to protect ourselves from the British and from the French and anybody who else that said, "Hey, that's a brave new world. They ain't got shit. Let's go take it from them."
Right.
Okay. So, and I get that part. Look, we need to do this. We got to protect ourselves. We got to have we got our militias. And we have a standing army, but we need to make sure we got everything we need. I get that part. And hey, but as far as like, taxes, like I just got a fucking thing in the mail today saying that my escrow account is like $340 low because of the property taxes. I'm like, well, how the fuck does that happen? And they raised the property taxes and this is low. I'm like, well, why the fuck didn't you look into that before I fucking signed this shit? So now my $650, I'm just throwing numbers out there, $650 a month house payment for the last 3, 4, 5 years, whatever I've had my house. Now it's going up. And I'm like, okay, I get property taxes. But now why is my escrow low? You knew these property taxes were coming on. Why didn't you put them up?
Well, also, Jim, they passed a law where they can get 1.5 times or 2.5 times of bank escrow against that for a pad.
But that's not nationwide. That's statewide.
That's statewide.
All that nonsense is all.
But
it's all,
what I'm
it's all
what I'm
ridiculous.
getting at is now either I pay $699, or I can roll it over through 12 months of 2020, and my now $639 a month house payment will be $719 a month.
Yeah, everybody's just went up.
Yeah, they did it. They did it across the whole nation. Mine just went up.
The whole nation. And what I'm pissed about is like, I thought we had a tax cut. Didn't that just happen?
No,
you're not a politician.
Well, thank you for saying that, Mikey, because that's what I'm getting at. Is that all this smoke? Like here in Jacksonville, Florida, in Duval County, in Jacksonville where I live, they said, look, in the mid '80s, we voted toll roads down, get rid of them, or pay 1 cent sales tax more. 95% of the entire county voted for that. We're put a penny tax on, get rid of the toll roads, because they were everywhere here in Jacksonville, right? Now, fast forward 15, 20 years later, they put a toll road between Clay County and Duval County, which is the best way to get from where I work to where I shop. And they said, look, we're going to put a toll road here. We're not going to take the penny tax off. We're going to put the penny tax to the deficit and pay down the deficit. And all the assholes and all the liberal douche nozzles in this county voted yes. And they outnumber us patriots. I went, are you fucking serious?
Now you just answered a question for yourself right there. I don't want to be. I'm not trying to come off as. I'm not trying to come off as an asshole.
I know I answered the question, but what I'm getting at is they believe the commercials. They read the commercials and went, this is how it's going to work. And and all of us libertarians and all of us, non-dickheads, we went, that's never worked that way ever. Why are you people voting for this?
But it's Jim, like up here in Maine, we have. Well, Mikey, you experience it. We're supposed to be one simple toll road we used to have long ago, where you gave a card. And I got on an exit 5.
And they put another one in.
They gave me a card. I gave it to them. My next exit, they said, okay, you drove 9 exits. Here's how much you owe. Now they took it all down. Now you can actually, in Maine, we have a few spots where they charge you to get on the toll road and charge you to get off.
It's the same thing here. I have to buy a Florida sun pass, which is good all over Florida. But I have to buy a sun pass to go 1.5 miles. Well, no, 2.5 miles.
Don't buy the pass.
No,
They use it. It's also used against you.
I have to buy the pass. I have to buy the pass because I have to go underneath that fucking toll thing they got right in the middle.
They just bill us here in Massachusetts. You go underneath that bullshit.
No,
in Maine they were using it. In Maine they were using it to bus people. They actually were using it to bus people.
They only hit my sun pass if I pass underneath one of their toll things.
Right, but here in Maine, if you pass under that toll booth, right, and it's 11:01, and you're supposed to be 60 miles down the road, which should take you an hour, and you arrive in 45 minutes, expect a ticket the mail because according to them,
they don't do that here.
So Jim, you want to hear a good laugh? The state of Massachusetts, in their infinite wisdom, decided that they'd be nice to their politicians, and they would give the state politicians a $15,000 to $20,000 stipend for driving to work every day. Now,
see, that's why I could never live in North.
Hang on. You ready? You ready? There are 3 politicians that live within a 5-mile radius of the State House. These politicians are telling you to go use an unreliable and sometimes unsafe transit system in the city of Boston. They're telling you to go use it. Are they using it? No.
Oh.
They're collecting their $15,000 to $20,000 a year to drive 5 miles.
If they're there.
Unfortunately, that didn't come to a public vote. That was just voted by,
Right. Again, go back to we the people need to kick these assholes straight in their fucking their blue whale assholes.
So I'm not even going to pretend. A couple of hundred, right? State, local lawmakers, right? A couple of hundred in the state of Massachusetts, I think, whatever. So even at the low end, at we'll say 15 grand, right? So 15 grand times a couple of few hundred, right? And they could fucking feed somebody. They could feed a kid. You know what I mean? They could fucking do something with it. No. We need that stipend because our 150 grand a year ain't fucking good enough.
Yeah.
I need that stipend because that 2 miles I drive to get to work is,
Yeah, but you got to have a driver, though, too. You can't expect me to drive. I have to text.
See, and like I said,
because I have a little state fucking thing on my fucking license plate, and I might be late for a vote, I can do 100 miles an hour up Route 93, down 93 into the city of Boston, drive like an absolute fucking jackass because I had to make a vote at the State House. Oh, and by the way, because that's on my little license plate, fuck you. It's okay. It's legal. Really. You're not a professional driver. You're not a cop. You're not nothing. You're a fucking politician, but yet you have something on your license plate that says you can drive like a fucking moron?
So, here, look, and thank you, Mikey, because here's what
I'm off to bed, guys. I'm sleepy.
Good night, Lisa.
Good night.
Nice, Lisa.
Thank you for coming.
Nice, Lisa.
Good night.
But, Mikey, you make a great point. Here's the thing. Politicians think they are gods, and that is wrong. 100%, completely, totally, these people are assholes. I hate all politicians. I don't care. Left, right, libertarian, independent. I don't care. I hate fucking politicians. Eric is an asshole. Look at him. I gotta go to bed. I gotta go to work in the morning.
I was trying to pot his hair in the middle, but it was
He's taking care of Stevie over there.
I got Steve. I got you, Steve.
Oh, hey.
touch me like you
better
know
go
me.
warm that up before you.
This guy's a douche.
But think about it, right? It's a great racket. Where else can you go and vote your own fucking raise in?
That's right.
Well, yeah, and again, like I said,
you know what I mean? And they want to make fun of the unions. They want to make fun of the unions for doing. Holy fuck! Are you kidding? They do it all the time. They don't bat an eyelash.
But and okay, so you want to talk about politicians? Look at all your
no, I really don't. But go ahead.
Well, no, I know we really don't. But think about this: you have these House representatives, you have the Senate, all the senators. They say we speak for the American people. Hey, asshole!
No.
I didn't vote for you. You're not my representative. So fuck off and die when you say you speak for the American people. When you say you speak for the people, you speak for California District 14 or whatever district elected you. You don't speak for all of the United States of America. Fuck off and die. I am sick and tired of these assholes doing that shit.
Thank God for the Electoral College.
But that's fine, and I agree with you 100%. But what I'm getting at is, if we the people don't stand up to these assholes, like Nancy, for example, Nancy Pelosi, she's out of California. She says she's the Speaker of the House. I speak for all American people. No, you don't, you fucking cunt. Shut the fuck up. You don't, you drunk cunt. You don't fucking speak for nobody. You don't even speak for your own district because everybody in your district is living in a tent outside of your fucking caged-in fucking house. Kiss my ass. This is what I hate, that nobody stands up to these cocksuckers.
I need to vent.
No, I like the ones that tell you that the fucking we're ruining the earth, this, that, and the other thing, and you need to do this, you need to do that, you need to do this. Yet they're in a fucking 3,500 square foot fucking house with lights up the wazoo. Then they drive down the street in their fucking big ass fucking Suburban, and I'm like, go fucking pound sand. I got more respect. I got more respect for the person. We had a hockey player up here play for the Boston Bruins, right? Ferentz. He lived in Charlestown, Mass, which is it's part of Boston, but they call it Charlestown, right? And you know how would he get to the rink? He used his bicycle. I have more respect for that than some fucking douchebag living in a fucking 3,500 foot square house, driving a fucking big ass fucking Suburban, telling me that I should shut my lights off for fucking 3 hours a day.
Or a fucking dumbass
Okay.
cunt.
I have more respect for that guy for doing that than those fucking morons.
Or a dumbass cunt kid sailing around the world on a $50,000 or $150,000 yacht, saying, "Oh, the climate change," and she's fucking having single-serving plastic containers and all this other shit, and she's like screaming for climate change, and yet she's not in school. She's on a yacht with her fucking cunt-ass fucking parents, who are getting paid by Soros and all these other liberal assholes to try to make a statement for the world. And I'm like, you know what? Everybody, hey, fuck off and die.
It's here, by the way.
Huh?
What is that?
It's here. This is that turbine.
Oh, the magnet.
See all
You
the
made
magnets
the,
in there?
You
See
mean
the neodymiums?
I love Neil Diamond. That guy sings so good.
Oh, shut up. It's here. It's here. It's here.
that's awesome.
Oh, and by the way, you enlightened a human being, John. One of my buddies at work popped on the chat right in time for you talking about getting the rechargeable batteries at the dollar store. And he's like, oh.
There you go.
He's like, holy shit.
Hey, I had a great one today. I bought a flashlight, 4,000 lumens, and it came with 9 Duracell batteries
Holy shit.
for
Where'd you steal that?
$9.
Damn.
It was like
So
it would have been almost that for the batteries.
So you had what, double A's?
Yeah.
Where'd you steal
So
that?
you had a flashlight that holds 9 double A's?
Yeah, it has that
Does it vibrate?
a little bit. It's got that. It's
Does
got
it
that,
have does it have
cartridge.
O and O?
So you load 3 batteries,
Right.
3 batteries, and then that whole cartridge goes down
Sticks
inside
right-
the flashlight.
Sticks right inside.
Oh, is
Yeah,
that
whatever you do.
Say it slower.
Whatever you do, don't put any in backwards because it will catch on fire.
So you got a big ass flashlight with 9 double A's in it, and it's how many lumens?
4,000.
4,000.
Did you do a video on that?
You can light a street with that.
No, not yet.
Well, you gotta.
Because I just bought on Amazon. I bought these 600 lumen, screw-in light bulbs, and I put them in the front and the back of my house. As soon as we get off here, I'm going to turn them all on because I haven't checked them yet.
Are they LED? Are they LEDs or are they?
No, they're Cree. They're the Cree bulbs.
My landlord thought it would be best to get rid of the not so good lighting. Well, we didn't have any lighting out back, and to get rid of the not so good lighting out front. So they put these lights on now that it's like fucking daylight. And I jokingly said to my landlord side, I said, if it gets too fucking bright for me, I said, I got a pellet gun. Doesn't mine blow out?
I gotta admit, the next door neighbor, who's the flight attendant, she's got motion sensors on both of the garage lights that's on each side of her garage door. That when everybody drives by, they turn on, and they light up the entire neighborhood. So I'm okay with that.
Yeah, but not when
it's the one in her backyard that shines into my bedroom. Yeah, that's getting a pellet gun here as soon as my bedroom gets redone. So yeah.
Oh, and speaking of pellet guns, right? Hey, they just come out with this pellet slug. I was looking at those the other day. That's kind of cool. It's a slug, but it's a pellet.
What?
Yeah, look at that. Fucking awesome.
I was gonna say, wouldn't that be a 22 pellet?
Yeah, but it's not. But they call it a slug. It's because it's not a. It's a 22 pellet, but it's built differently.
Is it rifled?
I have to look it up now. Now you're gonna make me fucking look it up, Stevie.
I was gonna say because I got some brand new Smith & pellet guns right there in the safe room that I can't wait till the neighbors' lights are really bright and I can put them out and not kill their house. I'm just saying I wouldn't do that. That would be illegal. I'm just saying that as an option.
Right.
Actually, unless it's blowing right into my bedroom, I don't care. They can light up my entire yard. This saves me money.
Right.
Where is it, bitch?
Would you call me?
No, not you.
No, it was the other Steve. All right, Eric, what do you got?
Don't show it.
Ta-da.
Thank you.
That's a double stack.
That's such a great channel. I love that channel. Mega Woods Walker. This guy's such a cool.
It's a
cool
1911.
What are you showing?
Okay,
Grips.
but no,
They're
it was Steve.
Partial gun porn.
I was gonna say Steve was racking.
350 Legend.
Oh, well, what's Eric got there?
Grizzlies.
From in a what?
Fat and hollow.
Yeah.
In a what?
Yo mama.
Oh.
That's just
That's a big hole.
Hey, go to the private chat thing, and that's the. Oh, I did the wrong one. Never mind. Don't click on that.
He said don't click on that. That's okay, Eric. I'll have my Ruger 5.7 here shortly.
Yeah, I just seen that up the other day. Boy, does that look juicy.
Yes, I put one on order today.
Have a good evening there, Black Gunpowder Beauty.
Why is that not working? Why is it?
This is menthol, by the way. So,
are you 21?
Not yet.
Try the second. Try the second one. I just.
Okay, how many memes have you seen of Jay and Silent Bob with especially on the military? Like, you're under 21. $15, little man. Put that shit in my hand. Dude, that would be me on a base. I'm not gonna lie to you. You want to pack a Newports? You want to pack a Marlboro Reds? Here, at $15. Here you go.
Hey Jim, look over in the private chat on the side.
I did it out in the other room too, for everybody else.
That's a hollow, isn't that? It's just a hollow point, though.
No, I wrote him a note.
Do I got to copy and paste that? It won't let me link.
No, you should be able just to highlight it, and then when you
highlight it and then click on it,
it'll say "Go to."
Okay, I did.
It will. You highlight it, leave it blue, and then you want to turn around and you.
I got it. God damn it. Wait,
Where
what?
it says "Copy," "Go to," or "Print," choose
Yeah,
"Go to."
hey. I got it. Hybrid slugs. Is that what we're talking about?
yes.
He's
That's right.
killing pigeons. I don't know if I want this or not.
Yeah, he's the South African kid. This kid can shoot a fucking pelican. I'll tell you that much. He's won like all kinds of championships doing it. Stevie, how about that for a fucking?
Oh, what a.
Oh, you didn't see the video. You got to see the video on how they make these things.
Scooby Doo.
But I thought that was pretty good.
I love air gun videos.
I was stationed at Fort Lost in the woods, windy and cold in the winter.
Oh, okay. It's more boulette shaped
Yeah.
and powder coated, it looks like.
Well, I'm not that far in the video yet, so you got me on that one.
I think it's just raw lead.
No, it looks raw lead to me. I don't think he's.
Well, when they were swaging it, I mean, that's something that looked like a raw lead process.
Well, he's fucking up the. I'm not gonna lie, he's fucking up them pigeons.
Poof.
Oh, yeah. He don't shoot them 40 yards away. That motherfucker shoots them 130 yards away, 120 yards away.
The damn thing's got a hole all the way through it.
Yeah, except for just the base. It's swaged, so I mean, it's like an extreme hollow point.
Right. Wonder if it whistles.
But a true pellet is either pointed, as you know. A true pellet is either pointed or rounded.
Or flat.
That's neither.
Right. It's
Right,
a hollow.
or flat.
This is a hollow point. It's like taking a 22 hollow point, a stinger, and shooting it out of a pellet gun.
Look, I'm sorry, but if I'm going after that many, like if they have that big of pigeon / whatever problem, I'm taking a 17 HMR or 22. I understand it's New Zealand, Australia, whatever. They don't get that option, but here in the States, nah.
Jim's like, I don't like cleaning up the stuff, so I just use a 50 BMG.
I'm not. All you're going to get is feathers because we're going to put a 300 blackout through that thing.
I think
I'm just saying.
Farmers are a little sensitive to the noise with their cows freaking out.
Well, no, and I get that part. I get that part. But to me, you put a Rebel silencer on a 22 mag. You're not going to have to worry about what that guy was talking about. You gotta have the angle and everything just right. No, 22 mag. I'm shooting straight at that motherfucker. Period. Because they were less than 100 yards away from that bitch.
Right.
So I put if I'm dialed in at 100 yards, I put the crosshair on him. He's done. I'm just saying.
Now, when you reach 9 minutes, it looks exactly like a non-coated stinger hollow point. It looks dead on to me when he puts it on the scale. It's like, I don't know. It just seems to me it's just like a stinger hollow point.
And again, you also got to look at what country these are coming from. Like these guys are either Aussie or New Zealand. They're Kiwis or Aussies, one of the two. So, and they can't have what we can have. So, and I get that. I get the point where, hey, we're just trying to knock these guys off. But that, like the one shoot that he did, like in the middle of the video, like one of the first pigeon shots he did. There was like 12 pigeons, and he got one.
Try out
Yeah.
that. Hey, click on that link. That's what I want to get.
A 50 caliber air rifle.
A 50 caliber.
Dude, look at that fucking round.
50,
Look at that
50
fucking. I'm telling you.
air
300,
rifle hog
336 grain pellet. Are you kidding me?
All right. I'm
Oh, and
telling
it's from Freedom Munitions, one of my favorite munition companies.
What did we lose, Eric?
Yeah.
A 50 cal big bore air rifle.
Yes.
Those things are monsters, but they cost more than a goddamn rifle.
Oh, that's $2,000.
Oh, and he's got a thermoscope in the daytime. What the fuck?
Right.
Novices.
Really?
Shot him right through the skull.
Well,
I'm
yeah,
sorry.
he got a headshot on the smallest of the fucking pigs.
I know. What's hilarious is he's so excited, and that hog's probably, what, 20 yards away?
Yeah, he got the he got a big fist pump, and I saw the 700-pounder just run away.
Well,
I like that. He's 20 yards away with a 50
That's
cal.
because
He's like, I got the
because
hog.
the 700-pounder isn't good eating.
Well, the 700-pounder makes a whole bunch of those little 100-pounders. Shit.
Guys, click.
No,
you
look.
guys out in the comment section. Click on the click on the link I just put in the thing.
Oh, my
Did it come
goodness.
out? Let's
Yep.
do it again. We'll do it again in case it didn't come
No,
out.
it worked.
It worked.
Oh, did
It
it?
worked fine.
But, look, what I'm
But I'm
getting
telling
at,
you,
but what I'm getting at is, if I'm out, feral hog hunting, I don't want an
Still.
air rifle. No. Mm-mm. I go with my buddy, our buddy, fucking Tactical Wingnut. He's down there in Texas. Him and Steve, they hunt hog pretty much almost every day, and he's knocking them down with 5.56 and 300 blackout. And I think he actually went up to a 308 because he's got a hog. He caught a hog on trail cam that he swears it's over 700 pounds.
Wow.
Oh, yeah. You'll get him. You'll get him like that.
And
there.
he's and David, Tactical Wingnut, he is out there every night trying to get that fucking hog. He caught him on cam. He sent me the cam video. I think it was December 29th. I want to say. He said, "Holy shit! Look at this fucking thing." And he posted a couple of pictures from his trail cam, and I said, "Holy crap! How big is that thing?" He says, "We're guessing it's over 1,000. It's over X amount of pounds." And I'm like, "That son of a bitch looked huge compared to everything else. That's the biggest one you've ever sent me." And he says, "I will kill this son of a bitch because it's breeding everything and anything."
Yeah, I bet.
So, yeah. So, and as far as I know, as of January 3rd, at whatever time frame, he hasn't got him yet. But I guarantee David will get that motherfucker.
Pretty cool.
Okay, folks, I gotta bail on you. Sorry, but I gotta shoot a whole week of shows tomorrow and do her promo stuff. So,
Whoop whoop.
yep.
Yeah, I'm
Oh,
out
she
too.
gets a promo.
Huh?
She gets a promo.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
She gets a promo, and then we'll shoot the whole week tomorrow.
All right, yeah, I'm out too. I gotta go to Florida Customs
Mikey,
first thing in the morning.
we put the blooper up today. It's on October. Have you heard the last week?
I did not.
Yeah, okay. This was the best of this week. Took the week off, but I did a blooper reel for her as well. And oh my god, dude, it's oh man. She doesn't say woodpecker at all. She won't say wood.
She did tonight though.
She calls them peckers, and she's
Peckers.
right in the middle of a show. She goes, "No, I just want to know, how do you know the difference between a girl pecker and a boy pecker?" I was done. I was done right there.
Right.
And she was so serious. So serious.
That's awesome. All right, listen. Before you guys go, we'll all get out of here together. Hey, you guys out in the chat room, thanks a million for coming. All you guys I haven't seen in a long time, Mr. Old Clunker, all ears. Sandy's Passions. You guys, it was awesome seeing all of you guys tonight. I'm a redneck Cockerham. Tommy, I'm glad to be feeling better. We're going to get out of here. Steve, are you doing a chat tomorrow night?
That's the plan.
All right. I might be half late because the Patriots come on at 8:15.
And they're going to lose. I mean,
Fuck off. Get out of here. All right. But listen.
Is that air right here coming out of the balls?
We're going to get out of here, and we'll see you tomorrow night on Stevie's chat. Thanks, you guys, for coming on the panel. We'll talk to you guys later.
Later.